to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a war, but you can't bring the truth to me. Hey friend, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. If you're a returning viewer, hello sis. Now today is Tuesday, November 18th, and it is 8:30. I just got done chopping my out of breath because I was upstairs cleaning up. I just got all the bedrooms straightened out. We had an incident yesterday with my son, so I have decided that no electronics during the school year is probably the best route for us. So I was just up there collecting cords, devices, the whole 9 yards, child. If I could kill a power in that room, I definitely would. So I have some things on my plate today, and I figured that we would just ride out together. I think I'm vlogging like the next few days in this video, so y'all just come along, chit chat, and get into some things, girl. You already know. But first things first, I need to go by the storage unit to drop off these electronics, because baby, listen, I can't have them in the house. I just can't do it. I can't. I had a family growing up in the neighborhood that I grew up in, and they had 2 boys, and their boys were not allowed like devices during the school year. This is before devices were a thing. No, you know, it was just like cable TV then. But their parents not allowed TV, cable, none of that. Cell phones, none of that during the school year. One is a chemical engineer and the other one is a pharmacist. So I just really don't see no harm coming from me making these moves. You know, I sometimes when I have to do stuff like this, I feel bad about the consequence, or, you know, it makes me feel, I don't know, like I'm taking a portion of my son's childhood because everybody is so connected now. So when people make references at school, like, he won't get it. But I feel like it'll also give him a chance to step into and develop his own sense of self without the constant like drilling of conformity that happens on social media. Like, girl, I know when you scroll your TikTok or you scroll YouTube shorts are real bad for this. Like, once you watch something, let's say you're watching an organizing video, babe, every organizing video after that is going to be similar to the first one that you watched. And it's just because we're all consuming everybody else's stuff. We're all absorbing everybody else's style. So I feel like removing it now, with him being 14 and young enough, it'll really give him a chance to step into himself. So can't no harm come from making this move. Also, speaking of TikTok, I saw that this woman said that whenever her teenager does something, he has to complete a 1,000-piece puzzle before he can get off a punishment. Like, the puzzle is his consequence. So, boo, guess what's coming tomorrow? 2,000-piece puzzles. My son only has to complete 1, but you know, he's 14. He got a lot of teenagers left to go. So, I bought 2 for backup. Also, one is Van Gogh's The Starry Night, and then the other one is the Mona Lisa. So, I'm like, in conjunction with the puzzle, should I have him write like a cute little 1-page paper researching the art? I feel like that would be so informative. The puzzle's gonna give him stuff to do, so he's not just sitting up there, you know? Anyway, child, we'll get into that later. I don't know, I'm gonna have to talk to my husband about the 1-page paper, but me and him agreed the puzzle is a good idea. First, I need to go by the storage to get these electronics dropped off. I also have a huge bin of clothes in my trunk. I swapped out my spring summer wardrobe from my fall winter one. It took me like 4 days to get it done. I realized once my winter clothes came out of storage, they smelled so much like storage, child. I had to wash them like 3 or 4 times. So after I got done doing that, you know, I like to hang dry. I like to, well, if you don't know, I like to line dry my clothes. So that takes a few days for all that to dry. You know, sweaters and jeans and all that, that's super thick. So it took me a little bit to get that done, but it's done. My closet is swapped out, it's organized. I took out all of the summer clothes that, you know, were too small. I had been holding on to from baby, probably before I had Noah. I just need to, I think, wrap my head around the fact that my body is very different after having 2 children, and I'm probably never gonna be able to get into them clothes again. And if I am able to get into them clothes again, my style is gonna be completely different by the time, you know, I get back to that size. So I just need to go ahead and let them clothes go. And I'm working on myself, and once I'm done working on myself, we can go, you know, establish a new style and a wardrobe and all that. But for the time being, I went shopping in my storage, got my closet switched out, so now I have all of my summer clothes that I need to go and put back into storage. I also have some super cash from Old Navy that I need to go ahead and spend before it expires. I'm bad about that. I'm good about getting the super cash, but I'm bad about spending it. So my son needs like new pajamas. All his pajamas are like this far from his feet. Baby, we got to get him some new pajamas. I think he needs new sweatpants. I'm gonna go and see what they have, because shopping for him is kind of hit or miss. He also need to be there to try the clothes on, because I'm already like, he wears a medium in men's, right? And if the pants are this far from his feet, I'm not buying him more mediums. But he's so tall and narrow. It's like, baby, if I buy him a large, it'll fit in the length, but everywhere else is gonna be huge. So maybe I'll wait on him to get home to go take him to do that. But I have enough super cash. I can stop by now. I definitely need to pick up some more clothes for Noah. She needs jeans. I bought her a bunch of white leg jeans, but they get so dirty on the bottom, girl, and I cannot get that dirt out. People have suggested like vinegar, baking soda. I stain treated it with shout and laundry detergent, and I just can't get that stuff out. So I'm gonna start over again, start a little jean wardrobe over again. She only got 3 or 4 pairs that she really wears, but I'm gonna go for a more like straight leg, narrow deal on the cut. Also, I need to go by Jared and drop my ring off. Listen, we have a warranty on our rings. We're supposed to ring them by once a year for like inspection, and then they send them off to be cleaned. Child, tell me why. We moved overseas. We lived in Italy for 3 years. So obviously, you know, there's no Jared there. You're not getting your ring clean. But we have been back home. We've been back stateside for 2 years. It'll be 3 years in February. And I ain't dropped not near ring off. Me, my husband's, none of that. Paid for the warranty, not even using it. And truth be told, girl, look at this ring. It's a space right there. You can't even see through it. It's so much dirt and gunk. I need to go ahead and take care of my babies. So my goal today is to go to Virginia Beach, because I think that's the closest Jared to me. So I need to go to Virginia Beach, drop that off. We'll go to Old Navy over there. I always go to the one right down the street, so I know what they got in stock. So, you know, sometimes you shop the same store, you need a different venue, a little change of scenery. We got to see what the stock is like over there. My girl also needs some black tights. She loves her black tights from Old Navy, but every time I go down there, they don't never have them in stock. So I'm hoping they got some at the store in Virginia Beach, whatever one's closest to Jared. And I think that's it for today. I'm not cooking tonight. I made some shrimp and chicken pasta. Shrimp? No, girl, I did not make shrimp. I don't even know why I said that. I made mushroom and chicken pasta yesterday, so we have plenty of leftovers for today. And my man is not feeling good, so I'm hoping that he'll get home early so he can settle down some. I made him some tea last night. You know, I don't know what it is about men when they get sick. My man don't really turn into like a big baby, but he will not take nothing. He would just sit around and suffer. And it's like, baby, if you don't use this modern medicine, we got a cabinet full up there. Please take you a NyQuil, a DayQuil, drink some tea, pop some Motrin. Like, do what you gotta do to feel better, babe. Because you're in the military. They're not giving you a day off. I don't give a damn how sick you are. Well, I don't know. You got to be real sick to get a day off around there. Anyway, child, time's a ticking. My store is not open till 10, so I got a little bit of time here. But since I already cleaned up upstairs, I'm just kind of lollygagging around, girl. But we'll see each other in the car. Child, I done got on down the road. I'm supposed to be talking to y'all, and I done totally forgot, but I did want to talk to y'all. Have y'all seen the video? It's super viral at this point. This woman was in labor at a hospital in Texas, and she was stuck in triage, being questioned ad nauseum and unnecessarily by an ER nurse. Now, as a woman who has had 2 children, I totally and completely understand what intake is. But if you have never had a child before, looking at this woman, she was very clearly in active labor. Now, the nurse who was helping her was very nonchalant, asking her things like, how many times have you been pregnant? The lady said 3. She was like, what? I think she said 2 or 3. She was like, so you have 2 children at home. Miss, I'm about to shit a baby out. Period. And once you had heard that this woman would have been pregnant numerous times and had numerous children at home, she knows what labor is like for her body at this point. Why are you being so casual and nonchalant about her medical care? Get her to labor and delivery, and then we can talk about it up there. Now, how I know that this woman was totally wrong is that when I was in labor with Noah, mind you, Noah was like she was so dramatic when she came, child. First of all, I had contractions for like 2 weeks straight. So I was just used to kind of ignoring them at that point, you know, like it's just Braxton Hicks. She was a week early too, so I'm like, well, you know, definitely ain't time, because my son was due September 19th, he came September 18th, so I'm like, my babies, you know, they go like the entire time, the full 40 weeks. So I'm having contractions for 2 weeks. I'm ignoring them. I went to sleep. This girl woke me up, and she had broke my water. She was like, listen, baby, it's time. So when I get to the hospital, as soon as I walk into the hospital, I have a contraction. When I tell you, I was immediately surrounded by nurses, security. They rushed me to labor and delivery. They didn't even know my name at this point. They didn't even know I was in active labor at this point. Rushed me to labor and delivery. Labor and delivery at this particular hospital had its own triage where they have beds. Mind you, you're not sitting in a wheelchair. They put me in a bed. They test the fluid coming out of you to make sure it is, in fact, like amniotic fluid. So they tested me. Girl, they got me in a gown. They got me a nurse. They gave me a COVID test before they even knew my name. Before knowing my name, they got me all set up for labor and delivery. And I was not nearly as close to giving birth as this woman was in this video. And then, mind you, the writing on the screen says that 12 minutes after she had this interaction, she gave birth to her son. So she gave birth to that baby right there in triage. Anyway, girl, I don't know what has happened to the nurse. She should very clearly, at the least, be reprimanded. I don't know if she's gonna lose her license. I don't know if she's fired from the hospital. I don't know none of that. But at this point in time, the last little update I saw was that, girl, they done had to shut the hospital down several times. People are out front protesting. They have called in bomb threats. People have been receiving death threats at the hospital. Like, it's insane. It is absolutely insane. Mind you, the nurse is white. The patient that she was giving medical care to is a black woman. So, it's commonly known that our medical care is not taken seriously. For whatever reason, our pain is not taken seriously. Our complaints are not taken seriously. Because there's just this stigma that I don't know. I don't know if black women are well, I know that we're supposed to be seen as strong, but girl, I'm human just like everybody else. I experience pain just like everybody else. And my complaints and my concerns should be taken seriously. But this woman wasn't even coming in with a complaint or concern. She was coming in active labor. It's like a child could see that this woman was going to give birth. Why would you ever treat her like that? And anything could have happened to her and her child. She didn't know any previous medical conditions either. That woman could have had preeclampsia. She could have had a ruptured placenta. Like, anything could have been. Her baby could have been breached. Anything could have been happening with that baby at that moment. And you got her sitting in a wheelchair in triage screaming. When I tell you, the video is so hard for me to digest. I didn't even go searching for it, child. It just organically came up on my For You page. And as soon as it comes on, it is so hard to watch. It is so hard to watch because you can just feel her pain through the screen. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. The woman did turn out healthy. Her baby turned out to be healthy, so I'm so happy for them. I'm so grateful for them. I hope they are doing okay now. But baby, the nurse gotta go. The nurse gotta go. It also gives, like, if you don't want to be in this field, if you don't care for every patient that walks through your door, if you don't want to provide care for every patient that you come across, why are you here? She act like somebody made her sit down and take the NCLEX exam and become a nurse. Like, you didn't have to do that. You don't have to be here right now. This does not have to be your profession. If you find that it's not for you, if you find that you don't want to give care to a certain type of patient, then be gone, miss. There's so many other things you can do. Believe it or not, there are careers that this woman could have to where she don't even have to interact with people. So for her to be there and be doing that to that woman, like, the treatment she received is just horrible. Now, what I don't agree with is, I can understand, like, the protests and the phone calls and the Google reviews and all that if they have not dealt with this woman. Now, as of right now, I'm unsure of, like, where this woman's employment stands. But the death threats and the bomb threats, like, it's still a hospital. And regardless of one bad nurse, there are still people who need to receive care there. And if they're constantly having to shut down the hospital because of these bomb threats, then it's not, you know, somebody could potentially be on the level to lose their life, because you know people are just overreacting. I think the bomb threat might be a little bit of an overreaction now. The death threats might be a little bit of an overreaction. But, you know, TikTok don't play. First of all, when I seen this woman, the woman who is in labor is in a wheelchair facing the camera. I don't know who is holding the camera, a friend or something. Her friend does confront the nurse and says, after the woman is all nonchalant and continue to ask her questions, she says, do you treat all of your patients this way or just the black ones? Kudos to you, sis. Kudos to you, because you did that. You advocated for your friend. You advocated for all of us as black women. You really stood on business when you said that, so I appreciate that. But, baby, the nurse is facing the computer screen. All you see is the back of her head. The entire time, mind you. I don't know if the woman put her name in the description or not, but it's like, how y'all find her? Child, when I tell you, I don't never want to go viral. Not never. I don't never need that on my plate. Because, baby, the world is relentless. Absolutely relentless. Even if you go viral for something good, it's a potential somebody could dig into your background and find out everything about you, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your husband. Like, me and my husband, we very regular people, you know, like upstanding, law-abiding citizens. But I don't want you to know that I got my period in class in the 7th grade. Like, I don't want nobody to, I don't want that to be public information for millions of people to consume. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need you to know that. I don't want you to know that. Not never. Now, I have had a few videos do, I don't know, like some shorts do 200, 300,000 views. And when I tell you, that in itself is overwhelming, because I make it a point to try and read, like, or comment back to everything that I receive. But hundreds of thousands of people consuming your content and having things to say about it, ooh, baby, it really reaches a point. So I'm like, listen, I don't care how much money is on the table. I don't never need to go viral. I don't never need that. No, thank you. I don't never need that. Anyway, child, I will be at the jewelry store in about 10 minutes. So we'll drop these rings off. I'm kind of nervous about going by myself, because my ring, obviously, I didn't purchase. But my husband has a diamond ring. And, ooh, did I purchase his? Maybe I did buy his. I don't know. My husband has 3 rings. He has a rubber ring that he wears to work. He has just a plain silver band that I think is the ring that he got in the beginning. And then maybe I upgraded his and got him a little, like, diamond ring. Anyway, child, I don't know who purchased the rings. I don't know who name gonna be on in the system. Also, my engagement ring is a Leo diamond, and that comes with like a special set of paperwork. It comes with like numbers. They give you a whole little thick pamphlet that you're supposed to bring when you drop the rings off. I don't know where that's at. I don't have no idea. What I do know though is that I have my license, and I have my ID. I have my military ID also, and my husband's name is listed as a sponsor on the back of it. So hopefully that's good enough, because I really don't want to make the trip all the way out here and not be able to drop the rings off. But I did go home and look for the paperwork, but baby, I can't find it. I can't find it at all. Me and my husband got married in Illinois. Then we moved to Virginia. Then we moved to California. Then we moved to Italy. And now we're back in Virginia. So, child, listen, check any of those places. It could be anywhere in between here, there, and anywhere in the world. I don't know where it's at. But I'm happy I did go back home, because I definitely forgot his ring. So, I have all the rings that I need. I'm hoping that we in a system somewhere. I don't know how you can rely on paperwork in 2025 when it comes to doing anything. Like, it should definitely be some sort of digital footprint. And, you know, they should let me drop them off. I could see if I was trying to pick them up, but dropping them off, hopefully ain't gonna be no problem. Anyway, girl, we finna pull up, so I'll see you soon. Girl, them hoes lied. They don't up until 11 o'clock. I need to go and update their hours on, do they have holiday hours on this door? Let me see. Is this lady about to walk in here? Because I just looked at the store hours here in the window. Is she about to walk in? Girl, them hoes lied. They don't up until 11 o'clock. I need to go and update their hours on, do they have holiday hours on this door? Is this lady about to walk in here? Because I just looked at the store hours here on in the window. Is she about to walk in? No. She about to walk right past. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Child, hold on now. Let me go up there and see. Is she going in here? Come on, ma'am. Do me a solid. She is, and she did. That's what I get. Reading is fundamental. Never forget. Anyway, I'm here. Let me run in the store. All right, girl. I'm back. So they do everything in store now. Once upon a time, many moons ago, you would have to ship your ring off. She said that if my stone was missing in the middle, or if you know, I had any like significant damage to my ring, then they would have to send it to corporate. But she's like, to clean it and do the inspection, no girl, we don't send that off no more. I said, how long y'all haven't been doing that? She said, years. I said, yep, that goes to show you how long it's been. It's just a shame. I got to take better care of my stuff. This is the most expensive piece of jewelry that I own. There's no reason why I shouldn't be caring for it and getting yearly maintenance on it. So I came to the conclusion that they do all of the maintenance and the cleaning and stuff in store because it takes a significant amount of time. I was in there for probably a half hour. So girl, during that half hour, what are you doing? You looking around, you searching, you're dreaming, you're reminiscing, you're looking to spend a little bit of coin. And they are no less than pushy in the jewelry store. I know they probably get commission in there and they act like it. They do. They offer you coffee, tea, wine, champagne. Like, girl, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. I got stuff to do later. I can't be in here in this establishment drinking and getting out loose with my dollars. I don't think so. But let me tell you, I did see some beautiful things. I will pop something up on the screen right here because, you know, I'm just a girl and I'm never above trying on some jewelry. Like, it will never happen. And that's when I decided. I said, you know what? I'm a pretty frugal person, you know? My kids wear Old Navy. The most expensive clothing that I ever bought for myself is Zara, which is like a step up from H&M. But I'm a pretty frugal girl. If I ever make it, you will know, because I'm going to be dripped down in diamonds. You hear me? I just decided in all my 36 years, that's the one thing. The one thing. If I get a little bit of coin, there will be signs, and that will be it. Because, baby, the first thing I'm doing is getting me a real pair of hoop earrings. I wear hoops far too much to still be having to toss my jewelry every other month because it's tarnished. Like, that will be it. I will be getting my jewelry. That will be it. But I did look and, you know, they just make you feel a certain type of way. I don't want to say about your lifestyle, but about where you choose to spend your money, right? So it took us a little bit to find like my husband's profile, simply because they were spelling our last name like cereal bowl, and it's not spelled like that. And I told them 2 times it's not spelled like that, but I don't know why it just didn't compute. Anyway, we finally found his profile. We updated our information, and now they ask you for your anniversary date. You know, of course they do, because it's about to be emails and phone calls around that time of the year. So when I gave it to them, they were like, oh, you've been married for a little minute. I was like, yeah, I have. If you don't know, I got married in 2015. January 3rd, 2015 is me and my husband's anniversary date. So we have been married going on 11 years. And they are basically trying to convince me that since you have been married for, you know, 10 years at this point, you're due for an upgrade. Like, girl, look around. You deserve an upgrade. Get an upgrade. And it's like, I just can't let nobody talk me into that, especially at this point in my life, because I love my ring. I cherish my ring. Me and my ring have so many memories. Even if I were to get an upgrade, it would be something slightly more complicated that would incorporate the ring that I have now. Like, I would never upgrade my whole set. I just wouldn't do it. Even though I did find something that's very cute. She's very cute, girl. I just can't see it, y'all. I really can't. My mom and dad were married for, I don't know, girl, probably over 20 years before he got her an upgrade. They still solid. Like, you can't tell them nothing. For me, my ring, especially now that she's clean, I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. But I did look at an upgrade. They have these lab grown diamonds now. They didn't have this when my husband was picking out my ring. I don't know if he would have went this route anyway, but they have these lab grown diamonds, and they are significantly cheaper than like natural grown diamonds is what they call them. So the ring that I looked at was $4,700, which, you know, ain't nothing to bet your eyes at. But its equivalent natural grown was $14,000. I said, how you get $10,000 more dollars from something that's grown in dirt versus something that's, you know, created in a room? That's wild to me. Absolutely, that's insane. But I mean, you know, I don't know. I always have been the type of person to think that even if I were to get an upgrade or entertain getting an upgrade, my ring, I want it to be like a family heirloom. I want it to stay in the family. I'm taking great care of it. My husband took like very careful, like precision in picking my ring out. I would love for it to stay in the family. I would love for, you know, my daughter to wear it, my son to propose to his partner with it. So that just got me feeling all sentimental. And now that lady, the saleswoman, did not tell me. She said, do you want to call your husband? And I was going to call him initially just to look for his profile, but you know, he's on the ship. They don't get no signal on there. So she like, do you want to call your husband about purchasing this new ring? And I was like, ma'am, no, I'm not going to call him. Like, at bare minimum, he should be in here with me. She said, are you the type of woman to ask for permission or ask for forgiveness? I said, you know what? That's cold. Kudos to you, because somebody might have took that bait, but not me, girl. I'm not about to spend. First of all, I'm not going to pick out my own ring. Secondly, I'm not about to spend $6,000 today on some jewelry that's supposed to be sentimental and meant to be for my man to signify and symbolize our marriage. But by my damn self, no. Imagine me going home with a new wedding ring today. My husband is not the type to be easily upset, but he would be pissed about that. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, sis, I am at the mall. Oh, let me not bang my ring like that. What's wrong with me? Anyway, girl, I'm at the mall. It is now 11:06. I want to get back on my side of town just because I have a voiceover I have to do. I did all my cleaning up this morning, so we're good there. But yeah, so let me jump in the mall. Y'all coming too, so girl, come on. Now I would have picked the most raggedy cart in here. I hope y'all can hear me, because this damn cart need an oil change. I'm out looking in the women's section. No, I'm not about to buy nothing for myself. I just got jeans, my little mommy uniform, which I wore yesterday, and I felt so pretty. And my husband told me, he said, girl, I like what you got on. Okay, baby. Tell me again. And we're not gonna make it to dinner, honey. You about to have for dessert. Keep playing. Anyway, I can't be in the store talking like that. Alright, I told y'all I'm looking for black tights for Noah. I don't know why. Oh, they have these with the what is this, cabbage, lettuce, shredded bottom on it. These will work. These are okay. She like just the plain black tights. I don't see them at all. They got them in green, but I don't see them at all in black. Anyway, child, let me look around and then we'll debrief in a minute. Baby, there was no debrief, okay? In and out. I attempted to shop for my son, but then I immediately got overwhelmed because the older I get, the more like mature my style gets. So the things that I like, I feel like are just too old for him to be wearing. Like, baby, I would have came home with chinos and a half zip and he would have been like, miss, where am I going? Whose job am I applying to? Are you trying to tell me something? So I didn't get anything for him, but what I did learn, if you have an Old Navy card, they give you free super cash during the super cash events, and then you have the super cash that you have earned that you can use additionally, like at a later date. So I still have my super cash that I can use on Gabriel's clothes when I take him. And more than likely, girl, he is into cargos, thank God, because baby, I saw my son wear nothing but sweatpants for like 3 years. So he's now getting back into pants, which is a good thing. So I'm hoping that they have, you know, some cargos that are his swag. Definitely like basics, long sleeves, pajama pants, sweatpants, they'll have that. So I know he'll find something, but I just don't know what that something is. And it's so strange to me because, baby, shopping for my son used to be no problem. I used to shop for him, and he would actually wear the things that I picked out. But, child, not no more. My daughter has expressed the want for a mommy and me outfit. So I've been trying to find something for us to match with, and I feel like Thanksgiving, perfect time, absolutely perfect time for us to stun on these hoes. I'm about to sit around my grandma's living room with my daughter matching, and nobody's gonna be able to tell me a thing, okay? Listen, I'm about to retwist my hair, so I'm thinking me and her will even have like matching hairstyles, and we gonna be cute. It's gonna be real cute. I wish I wouldn't have waited this long to start mommy and me outfits. Like, girl, what are you doing? This is your only daughter ever on the entire planet. Why have you waited so long for matching outfits? Now we've done like, come on, what's wrong with y'all? We need a crossing guard. Who going? Because it's about to be me. Stop. Now, see, you're doing too much. We've done like matching pajamas. We got plenty of pictures of matching pajamas, matching Christmas sweaters, like that whole nine. But I feel like regularly, a couple outfits each season, me and my girl need to be matching it. Now the trouble is finding it. I did find this cute little like turtleneck dress with this A-line skirt that I thought was hella cute on TikTok Shop. I'll put a picture of it here. Listen, if you ever shop anything on TikTok Shop, when something go hot or viral, it just is always coming up on your feed. I thought that would be super cute, but it's not gonna come till after Thanksgiving, so I waited too long. So I'm just have to find something for me and her. I know Old Navy, they do a lot of like family matching outfits. That's kind of their thing, but I'm gonna have to see what my girl wants. And girl, you know, I can pull something together before Thanksgiving. So I'm hoping to find me and her a cute little matching outfit then. But today I found her a cute pair of like faux Ugg boots. I'll do a little haul when I get home, but I'm gonna just tell y'all a few things now, just a few things. I got her a cute little pair of faux Ugg boots because I feel like she needs something to keep her little feet warm. In the morning, it's cold outside. Now these boots, child, we tried these boots one time probably 2 years ago, and they was done after the first wear. That's the only thing I don't like about buying stuff like that from like Old Navy, Marshalls, Ross, TJ Maxx, Target, because the boots be so soft and tender, and my girl is like, she likes to play. And those boots, I mean those shoes, they just don't be holding up like that. They'd probably be better for my girl as like house shoes, but whatever, girl, I'm gonna put them on her. Now I don't play that. Y'all can't be cutting up in the car like that, okay? When we go out in public, act like you got some sense, because that was crazy what I just did. But my girl, she can wear them and be cute for a little day or so. She'll be all right. I did find her another fit for jeans. They're called barrel jeans. The only thing I don't like about them so far is that they don't have any belt loops and they don't have any adjustments inside. So it's like if it's too big for her waist, she's just not gonna be able to wear it. I started to get her a 4T, but I'm like, rather bigger than smaller, because at least she can grow into it rather than me just having to take it back and exchange it for a different size, because I'm not coming back around this way for a little bit. I also got her some more sweatsuits, girl, because y'all know my girl, she's a swimmer, okay? She's a swimmer who swims. She's swimming all season long. So since it's getting cold outside, and, you know, she's a little damp, she wears her swimsuit to her swim lessons. She needs a little sweatsuit to throw over it real quick so we can just take it off as soon as we get to the pool. So I found 2 colors that she didn't have. She has 3 sweatsuits at home now. They added 2 additional colors and prints, so I picked those up. She's gonna be real cute. Anyway, child, it's now 11:50 and I'm on my way home. I'll be there in about 20 minutes, girl. And listen, don't worry, I'll call you back. All right, girl. I said I was gonna do a haul when I got home, so here she is.
Who are you talking to?
My friends.
Talking to? She talking to them.
To me?
I'm always talking to you, girl.
To yourself?
Oh man, you know, right now, that's what it look like. I got Jenny these faux Ugg boots, child. I don't know how well they gonna hold up because they are a little flimsy, but you know, they're cute. They'll be cute for a day or 2 or 4, you know, however long she get to wear them. I like them because they got this little fleece lining on the inside. I got you some boots, mommy.
Oh, so thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. These are the jeans I was telling y'all about, the barrel fit. So it's tighter around the ankle but wider on the legs. My girl don't like nothing tight on her except for tights. So jean wise, if these fit, they'll be good. So I got a light wash and I got a dark wash. I told y'all baby is a swimmer and she'll be swimming during the winter, and she lives in these sweatsuits on the way to swim. They go over her swimsuit perfectly. We put her big coat on the heavy days, and then when she's done with swim, we just take her bathing suit off, put on her underclothes, put a long sleeve shirt on, and then throw her sweatsuit back on. But she has 3 here, and I noticed that Old Navy put out 2 more prints. So I got her this light blue one. It's got love here on like the upper leg.
Hi,
She
I
got the
have
matching jacket. You have what?
I have some. And I am a child.
You are a child.
I always call my daddy busted.
You are a very adorable child who calls her daddy busted. Oh, get your hair done, Bookie. It's gonna be bedtime soon, babe.
Oh.
And they also had this all hot pink one, which is right up my girl alley. And I love these kind of sets because in the spring she can just wear, you know, the sweats, or on a colder day she could wear jeans and just a jacket. Like, it's a win all around. And on them days when you're rushing, baby, a set'll do you. I normally always buy us matching Christmas sweaters, but we always wearing them indoors and it's just crazy hot. So we have learned to wear, like, you know, little t-shirts under our sweaters. When we get hot, we can take it off. So, but underneath the sweaters, I still like to keep, you know, kind of a theme going. Just something Christmassy. So I found this short sleeve shirt. It say Happy Holidays, and then it's got Minnie in the corner with some presents. She's real cute. And then I got another long sleeve shirt for Noah. And it's got this little bow print on it. Yes, for you, mommy. Yes, well, I have to take your brother to go shopping because he got to try his clothes on, girl. I got her 3 pair of tights. The black tights that I was initially looking for, they didn't have. But I did find some black ribbed ones. I think I saw these in the store. With the scallop bottom. I still don't know what that's called. And then I got her a gray pair with the same bottom. And then I did end up picking up like that army green pair. This will look cute. Brown shirt, black shirts, her little black and white panda dunks. It'd be cute. I know the holidays coming up, and Noah's school loves a spirit week. They love celebrating stuff. So I'm sure they'll have, you know, something probably the entire month of December. So I ended up picking up these clips because I know they'll come in handy. They normally have like a holiday headwear day, but my girl is not a fan of hats, headbands, like anything that's gonna be, I think, too far down on her head. She don't really like her ears covered, and the headbands sit weird behind her ears now. So these clips, she can still stay with the theme and be comfortable. And then also in the checkout line, I was smelling this scent right here. I don't know how to say this first word. I don't know. Let's not be ignorant, child. We got Google. We don't need to do all that. Freesia Petals and Rain. Just something cute to put on before I go to bed. My nighttime scent I ran out of probably a month or so ago. So, you know, this is just something nice. Something probably only my man will smell. Anyway, child, 7:12 is almost past my bedtime. Like, y'all know I don't play around. So I've been down for a while. I was also outside for the 2nd night in a row picking up a grocery order, and that is such a bad time to get it. They had me waiting at Walmart for like 15-20 minutes, and it's insane. They brought me the same order twice. I mean, they brought me the wrong order twice, and then when I opened the trunk to bring the groceries in the house, it was this huge pack of pads in there, and I'm like, baby, I didn't order no pads. Whoever did order those, though, they're going to be pissed because they probably need them. Anyway, girl, I'm about to go take a shower and lay it down, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hey friends, today is Wednesday. I got about an hour before I need to go get them kids from school. I have not been doing nothing today. Okay, That's a lie. I know that's a lie. You know that's a lie. I did 2 loads of laundry. I cleaned my upstairs and downstairs, and I swept them out my floors. I really want to get the baseboards leading upstairs because they're just bothering me. They're not even dirty, it's just dusty. But I feel like if I don't use some Clorox and a toothbrush, then it's just not clean well. I probably am gonna do that before I get my kids from school, because doing it while they're home is just so counterproductive. Y'all know cleaning with kids is like trying to drive a car through a tornado, child. Them wheels is not gonna stay on that ground. That car gonna end up towed back up. You might as well go ahead and just try it again the next day. But girl, I was on TikTok and I saw this series called The Danish Deception. Have y'all seen it? Have you heard about it? This is the second time in this vlog, the second day in a row, that I have talked about something I seen on TikTok. That's how you know I'm spending so much time on the social medias. But my rule about social media is that I can only consume it while I'm doing something productive. And since I have been cleaning my house all day, I just felt like, you know, I needed like a story time or a series or something, you know, that I could just set my phone down and let it run. Child, when I tell you that that whole story time, it has like 20 some odd parts. I have been listening to this girl talk about her experience with her ex-man since 8 o'clock this morning, and it has been a time. Let me tell you, she has taken me for a ride. I cannot believe some of the things that people believe and tolerate. Like me, I ain't never been one for the BS. Not never, not at all. Now, there was one time in my life, but you know, in defense of myself, this man was predatory and I didn't even realize it until I was well into my 20s. But I was 19 and he was in his 30s. He had no business dating me. I had no business dating him. And of course, he just, you know, he just preyed on me like old men do when they date young women. And if you're a young girl watching this, if you're 19 and that man is in his 20s, if he's 21 plus, y'all ain't got nothing in common, boo. Not nothing at all. He is using you, okay? Move around and date somebody closer to your own age with your own experiences, and y'all can learn and grow together. That man is not in it for whatever you think he is in it for. Trust me, from somebody who has been through it. But, you know, after it took me one experience. After that one, I was like, oh, okay. Well, people are sinister. People prey on people. Like, awful things like that, it should never happen, never. And maybe we'll get into like a further in-depth story some other time, child. But worst relationship of my life. Anyway, I don't even know how did I get there. Oh, what people believe and people trust. Like, it's so disheartening to see this story also, because the woman telling it is clearly extremely intelligent and successful in all of the ways that I think we as people would define success. You know, she has several careers that are flourishing. She has a lot of money. She has a home. She has a car. She has no children. So, you know, it was just her and her man. And girl, let me tell you, when I say he got her. Baby, I'm only on like part 20 or 21. I don't know where this is going, but I have the most productive days when my kids are at school when I find something like that. Because I don't even know how much time goes by. I'm just in here doing stuff and listening. And it is quite a story, quite a story. If you have not seen it, I will leave at least her username down below on TikTok. Usually when anybody starts a series like that, and this one has, I mean, I don't think it's very viral. Not like the Reesa Teesa Who the Fuck Did I Marry series, but normally when people do series like that and they pick up a little bit of traction on TikTok, somebody will go through and record all of the parts and then bring it over to YouTube, so you'll just be able to, you know, play it and watch it. Like, you know, you don't have to worry about the autoplay and the playlist and getting the parts mixed up and confused, because, you know, if somebody can make money off of something that they barely have to put work into, they're gonna do it. So it may be over here soon, girl. I don't know. But I just wanted to come on and check in. I really ain't got too much going on today. I had to run to Aldi to get dinner. I tried these sliding nachos probably a couple weeks ago. I didn't look at a recipe. I just assumed I knew what I was doing, and I did not. Baby ruined an entire cookie sheet. Had to go ahead and throw it out. So I'm gonna try those again today. I still haven't looked at the recipe, but I did watch, you know, I did breeze through a little video of this woman making it, so I think we got it. So we'll make those later today. My kids have no activities after school, thank God. When I tell you after school activities, particular on any day other than Friday, rock me, boo, because it is coming home, changing, going to the thing, coming back home, dinner, bath, bed. And it's like, you know, I love my kids. I want to hang out with my kids. I don't want to just, I love to see them do their thing. I love to see them flourish. I love to help them, you know, pursue their interests and activities that they like. But I'm so grateful when we can just come home and sit down. It is a beautiful day outside though. So we went to the park yesterday. And it was cold and gloomy, girl, but we was out at that park. My babies was climbing trees and sword fighting and swinging and all that. And I'm like, I don't even know how y'all out here. We're not gonna be out here long. I would prefer it to be cold rather than hot, but I'm like, listen, 45 minutes is all I can give you. But it's a beautiful day today. It's a little chilly outside, but it's nice and sunny, so I would like to get out and do something with them. I wouldn't mind just going on a walk. Like, kids be finding that boring though. They need some like some activity, something. So maybe we will go to the park, but a different one. I don't know, child. Normally when my kids want to go to the park, they ask me first thing in the morning, like, girl, if you say yes, we're gonna hold you to it until we get about that schoolhouse. So, but nobody asked today. So maybe we'll just come home and sit down. I'll be able to start dinner early. I have found the past few nights that I'm staying up a little later than I like. Y'all know I'm a 7:30, 8:30 kind of girl. And I've been making it beyond 9 o'clock. I do love it though, because my husband has picked up a little hobby. He's doing like, well, I guess not a hobby, but something to help him flourish once he gets out of the military. If you don't know, my husband is retiring in 20 some odd months, so almost 2 years he'll be retiring. And he does want, he's in IT now, he wants to stay in that field, but he needs, you know, more practical applications than he has been receiving. My husband is a chief in the military, so he is more of like a manager, a supervisor. He the boss, you know. He telling his sailors what to do and they do it. So he doesn't get a lot of hands-on. His is more in like people management and not actual computer management. So he signed up for some courses, he's taken some tests, he's gotten some certifications. And anytime my man is interested in something outside of like being a husband and being a father, child, is so attractive. It is so attractive to me to see my man pursue an interest, to really pursue something that he loves. So at night, he's been changing the operating systems on his laptop. I wish I could tell you what that means. I don't know, because when he kind of nerds out and just yaps to me, child, I'm all ears. Like, baby, tell me everything. I don't want to ask no questions. You don't have to explain. Use your terminology. Just tell me about anything you're interested in. I love that. I love it. So that's what we've been doing at night, girl. He's just been talking nerdy to me, girl, and I like it. Okay, I enjoy it. So I've been staying up a little later for that. But I'm hoping to come home today, get dinner ready, and then maybe go sit in the tub. It's been weeks since I have sat in the tub and just like chill, done nothing. Like I just feel so busy, and I don't know what it is. I started this Diligent Mom Diaries because I was feeling kind of complacent in my life, a little too comfortable, if you will. Everything felt very like mundane and routine, and it was like, girl, spice up your life. I find that I don't feel like I'm enjoying my life to the fullest unless it's a little bit of pressure there, you know. I need a little bit of pressure. I need a little bit of stress. I need people to have expectations from me, for me to really feel like I'm progressing and I'm getting where I want to go. I just have to kind of shake myself up and get out of my comfort zone a little bit, be more diligent about my life, about being a wife, about being a mother, about being a woman, about being an adult, you know. I want to just chase my dreams. It's time, girl. It's time. You know, I've lived a very like cushy life, and I need to spice it up for myself. I truly do. So yeah, I came on here, I guess, just to spill my guts, sis, but I'll call you back. I talked to Miss A this morning.
Tough.
Why are you saying that?
What?
Tough. What does this mean?
Tough, like cool.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
That's rude and disrespectful.
What?
For you to say tough to your mother. I'm not your friends. That's rude and disrespectful. I don't want to hear you say it again. Not to me.
Oh.
You understand?
But
Just say yes. I don't have to explain myself. It's rude and disrespectful for you to say it to me. I've already told you that.
How would you?
Don't say that no more because it's a blatant disregard for whatever I have to say next. Are you curious about what I have to say next?
No.
Because you already know. Why would Miss A be calling me?
No.
To say hello? To ask me how I'm doing since the field trip?
Maybe.
To see what I ate for breakfast? To ask how you're doing?
You
Why would Miss A be calling me?
I don't know.
Did she have a conversation with you?
Yes.
So you already know why she's calling.
Kind of, yeah.
She called me because she said that you have never not once been to tutoring.
Okay.
Is that a true statement?
Yes.
So why would you lie to me and give me an elaborate story last week about how you've been to tutoring?
Because you just get more mad at me and I don't like really care about tutoring.
What does this mean? I get more mad at you. I get more mad at you of what?
Like you'd be mad if I were to not go to tutoring.
Now why would I be mad if you were not to go to tutoring?
Because you think I'm Stuzy or something, so I would assume that you think that I need tutoring.
Nobody said that. I would be mad that you didn't go to tutoring because we agreed that you would go. You sat in my face and told me that you would go twice a week. I wanted you to go 5 times a week. But the compromise that we made was that you would go 2 times a week. Whether you needed help or not, correct?
I didn't know that was part of the agreement.
You didn't know that you were supposed to go to tutoring on Monday and Friday.
No, I knew that. I just didn't know whether I needed help or not.
You said that you would go to tutoring on Monday and Friday. You gave me an elaborate story about how you've been going to tutoring on Monday and Friday. What you and Miss A have been doing specifically. What she's been giving you to do to supplement your learning. So how could you think that that was not a part? Why would you make up a story if you didn't think that that was part of the deal?
I don't think it was elaborate. I just told you that I was going to tutor.
You told me you were going. You told me you understood it better. You told me that you and Miss A had chatted, that she had given you practice problems. That's an elaborate story for something that never happened.
I don't remember saying that she had given me practice problems. I just remember saying I went to tutoring and I understand it more.
The point of the matter is that you lied about the entire scenario. You haven't gone to tutoring at all, not a single time.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
That's a problem for me, Gabriel.
Okay.
Does it bother you that that's a problem for me? Is that a problem for you?
No.
You don't care.
That I haven't gone to tutoring, no.
You don't care. Well, how about lying? You don't care about that.
No.
Doesn't bother you at all.
No.
Clearly it doesn't. Because you continue to do it.
Cool.
Oh, no, I'm not. Nobody said I was done. In order for you to get off of punishment, you need to complete a 1,000-piece puzzle. If you complete 999 pieces, you will remain on punishment. If you lose a piece, you will remain on punishment. I have 2 here for you to choose from. You can choose from the Mona Lisa, or you can choose from Van Gogh's A Starry Night. Which one would you like to do?
Can I read on the back?
Can you read on the back?
Yeah, there's stuff on the back. Can I see? This is Leonardo da Vinci. That's Van Gogh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could you let Picasso's here?
Yeah, I see that. You see what I'm dealing with? Is it just in them to act so nonchalant? Is it a fundamental moral problem? Should I be more concerned? Like, is therapy, medication required? I don't know. But anyway, he picked the Mona Lisa for his 1,000-piece puzzle, and he's working on it now. I googled how long it was going to take, and they said sometimes 30+ hours for a beginner. But we'll see. I mean, he has time. He has several weekends on his hands, so we'll see. But he does not know about the rule of no electronics during the school year. So, we'll see how it goes. But it irks my soul, his response. The lack of accountability burns me the fuck up, sis. When I tell you, I can see myself sitting in an orange jumpsuit and it would be totally worth it. I would be cackling in there maniacally. Oh my God. Thank God for emotional maturity, girl. Because listen, if I was raising a teenager 10 years ago, I would have been caught a case. I would have been caught a charge. But anyway, needless to say, my children are home. I'm getting ready to work on dinner. Do y'all know how expensive ground beef is? Girl, I went to the store. I usually go for ground turkey. I don't really like the consistency, the texture, the flavor of ground beef. It's decent in dishes that help like mask the taste for me. Like spaghetti would have been okay in nachos, but I normally go for ground turkey. It's cheaper, it's healthier, you know, I just enjoy the taste also. So I go to Aldi and I'm looking, but they don't have no ground turkey. So I'm like, okay, well, ground beef it is. I go to look at the ground beef. The ground beef is $7 a pound. A pound. And they only have $14, $15 packs of ground beef in there. I'm not paying $7 for some meat that I don't even like ground up. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Absolutely the fuck not. That is outrageous. Like, what's in the cow? What are they putting in it that they need to charge $7 a pound for it? Crazy. So anyway, I got ground chicken. We're gonna try that out and see how it go. I don't know. I feel like ground meat is ground meat at this point, but we'll see how the flavor is, and it'll be in nachos, you know, to have lettuce, tomatoes, jalapeno, cheese on it. So it should be all right. But you know, girl, keep you updated on the puzzle progress. I was trying to wait for my husband to get home to do it, but they're trying to get his ships together so he can go out like on the water. I don't know these terms. I don't know. Anyway, he's been working a little later, getting home a little later than he normally does. And my son normally would pick this time to go to sleep. And I'm like, I just don't. Why take a nap when you can work on, you know, your get out of jail card? So he's working on his puzzle. He giggled when he got it. We'll see if he giggles, you know, in working on it, because I think it's going to be a bigger feat than he believes. It also says 16 plus on here. I mean, he's 14, but what do ages really mean? What do they really mean? Especially when it comes to a task like a puzzle. I think he got it. But anyway, child, let's get started on dinner. All right, girl, it's 5:23. I just finished dinner. Look at my nachos. Baby, when I tell you they still didn't slide, not nowhere. Nowhere at all. I had to scrape them up off the pan, but these do look better than the last ones. This obviously is the kids' side. I'm just going to let them add the toppings as they see fit. I got shredded lettuce over here, tomatoes and jalapenos. I don't think neither one of them going like that. And then I got sour cream in the refrigerator. But this is me and Jake's side. I'm getting ready to eat. Ain't nobody ready to eat but me, and I don't even mind busting it down by myself. Good morning, friend. It's Saturday. I had hoped to have this video out by today, but mother has been whooping my ass. I say all that to say that we've made some moving arrangements. Me and Jake have taken the smaller, well, me and Jake were originally in the smaller room of the two upstairs. My son was in the primary bedroom, but he has lost primary bedroom privileges. Child, maybe we'll talk about it a little bit later. I don't know. So I switched Gabriel and Noah's room yesterday, but I think the room is just too big for Noah. It's so intimidating. She didn't want to sleep in there last night. You know, it's a big change for her too. So sorry, child, I'm breathing out hard. I walked up them stairs, just sat down. I didn't catch my breath yet. But since she's feeling kind of wary about it, and me and my husband do need the space. I mean, we are two people sharing one room, and the room across the hall is built for two people. I'm getting ready to switch our rooms. I would have filmed yesterday, but child was so 38 hot about what happened that I just came in this house after I dropped them kids off at school and start tearing shit apart. Anyway, girl, it's 9:04 right now. We'll see how long it takes me. I do have, like, you know, the help of my husband today, so that should speed up the process. It took me probably 4 or 5 hours yesterday to get the kids' rooms cleaned. But one thing I can say is that both of my kids have a lot of stuff that they had just outgrown, broken toys, like just stuff that had no matching pieces. So I got all of that out of the house, and it just feels so much better in here without all of the, you know, riffraff and all the shit that we don't need and don't play with. So it's me and my husband's turn, and what better time to do it than before the holidays when we bring new stuff into our house. So I'm gonna give y'all a glimpse in my room. You don't get to see it a lot. I don't really show it a lot on my day in the lives because it very much gives bando. It probably will still give bando, but just with a little bit more space. And I'll show you the adjustments that I made to the kids' rooms. Okay, here's our room. The main reason why I didn't get everybody's room moved yesterday is because this bed is like real wood. It's so solid and it's so damn heavy that I would need his help to do it anyway. And yes, child, my bed frame, well, my box spring is just on the floor with the mattress on top because me and my husband keep hunching the bed slats in half. Like, I cannot find anything durable to survive us. This area over here is really what irks me. I see all them clothes and books. Now, my closet, I did get switched out, but child, it was overrun before then, and it still kind of is because there's hella like shoes back there, all these clothes right here. But here is my girls' room. We had some time this morning. We put together some puzzles, but look how much space she has. I wish I got the whole thing, but she got these 2 bulletin boards up here with like her accolades from school, so not so much on that. But look at this closet, girl. Look at all the space and possibilities. So we're gonna get some moved into here. And another reason why this swap would just be more effective for our family is because this is a bathroom that only has the shower, and you know, my girl still takes baths, so it'll just be better for her to be in that room across the hall. Anyway, child, I'm running out of time because we want to go to a Christmas parade tonight. And if you know anything about like switching furniture, I basically have to like break all this down, put it in the other room, rebuild it, blah, blah, blah. And it's gonna take me a little while, so I hope to be done in enough time to shower, get dressed, and go to that parade. But anyway, girl, let's get started.
Wondering what she had on me to make you break my heart. I'm so wrong. You made me nights I couldn't sleep. And let the sun reach home. I asked myself over again, what am I doing wrong? To make you stay all night, and I think to call. What does she have over me?
All right, girl, it's a little bit later. We're getting ready to go to the Christmas parade down in Norfolk. What time is it? It's 2:30 now, and I just finished setting up the rooms, taking a shower, getting dressed. Now the parade is not till tonight because it's a Christmas parade, so I'm assuming it's gonna be like a bunch of lights. But it's been years since I've been to a Christmas parade, and I've never been to one in downtown Norfolk, so we don't really know what to expect. So we're gonna leave super early. It doesn't start until 6, but I want to get down there probably about 4, grab like an early dinner, late lunch. We can walk around a little bit. June calls that the city. She loves it down there. I think MacArthur Center is down there too. That's the mall, but like just the H&M. I think it's got a Bath and Body Works too, but anyway, child, there's plenty to do down there, so we could stop and shop around and kill time till the parade. But the important part is just the parking and getting something to eat, because you know, downtown restaurants and all that be super packed when there's anything going on in town. And you know, it's a Saturday night, so I don't know what Norfolk is like downtown Saturday night, but I'm just gonna assume that it's kind of busy. Anyway, girl, I finished my task of swapping the bedrooms, so let me show you what we're working with. We're about as done as going to get. Look at all this space, girl. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we ever gave this room up. I mean, I'm glad we did because it was what we needed at the time, but I guess now it's not. Here's the bathroom. I just got out of the shower. Oh, I need to take these towels over to Noah's bathroom. Now, for whatever reason, this vanity area is smaller than ours. Across the hall, we had 2 mirrors, no window. I kind of prefer that, especially since there's no Jack and Jill going on over here, which I can't believe it's not, because look at how long the counter is. Like, who needs this much counter space? They got hella storage down here too. They definitely should have put a sink right here. Like, there's 2 of us in here, but we need to get ready sometimes at the same time. But it's still a lot more room. The glass shower here behind me. Baby, I'm not gonna lie, I hopped in there and enjoyed myself. Now, the room you just saw was my son's room, but this is his room now. He left. I don't know if we're gonna say that he ran away or not, but he is not acclimating to his new space or his current consequence. So I guess he'll be back when he's back. This is a permanent living situation though. Me and my husband decided that if he does get his electronics back, he's got plenty of room over here where he can like mount a swivel TV, and we could get a hanging shelf for his gaming system. And that's if it happened, girl, because honestly, it ain't looking too high right now. This was me and Jake's room. This is now Noah's room. And look at it. So cute in here. Everything out of the closet. Got the closets all switched around. Here is her bathroom. It looks exactly like it did with ours because, you know, since we were sharing one, it was basically Noah's bathroom anyway. Child, these two shelves last night, 3 o'clock in the morning, fell. The adhesive in the shower, the hooks are broken. Let me put these down because these belong in here. The hooks are broken on the adhesive. So, child, we just heard a big boom. Me and Jake came running in here. And, yeah, the shelves had fallen. So, I think I ordered new adhesive when we made our move to this house. And I have some in the storage. So, I got to go dig it out and get those back where they belong. Honestly, I think I might put these in me and Jake's room because Noah uses like 2 beauty products. But here is her space. She's got plenty of room for activities. Also, this is the only thing that I have left to do. That's why it has a little trash bag here. But it's pretty much got the majority of her books on here. There's a lot of like mix between me and Jake's books too. But the main thing that I want to do is go through these drawers because I have a lot of like office supplies in here. So I want to get that cleaned out. I also need to get these hats in my room. But I think for right now, this is such a solid stopping point. We're all where we're going to be. All of our major things are swapped out. And like I said, all I have is that little bookshelf left to do. But girl, Jake is down there watching. Jake is downstairs washing Noah's hair. I'm going to style it while I'm up here. I'm going to pick some clothes out for her. And then we going downtown. I left my car tripod in the house. That's how you know I'm not driving. She's on the passenger side of her best friend's ride. We're on our way to Norfolk to go to this Christmas parade. I gave y'all the spiel while we was in the house. I had to come back inside and change clothes. My husband's talking about it's not that bad outside. I looked at the weather. I was like, okay, it's really not that bad outside. Came out here. He's talking about, well, I left the baby's jacket in the car after school yesterday. And when he came out here to make sure it was in the car. And I was like, well, you didn't bring it in the house. He like, she don't... well, I already talked to you.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, as you should. He's talking about she don't need her jacket going to the car. Child, when we all stepped outside, I wanted to right upside his head. What you mean she don't need her coat? Baby, it's cold and windy and wet out here. She needs all the reinforcement she can get. Now, she got on a t-shirt and a sweater, but I'm sure gonna have on a winter jacket. And I put a blanket in the trunk for her wagon while we watching the parade. I got on a tank top, a hoodie, and I bought my thick coat. Like, and I got boots on. We'll see how cold it is. We standing outside trying to be cute. We got on a short sleeve shirt and like a little light jacket. I said, okay. We will see. We will see. Anyway, girl, we're going to Grilled Cheese Bistro. Well, at least hopefully we're going to Grilled Cheese Bistro before the parade. I'm so hungry. Anyway, child, I said all that to say that I'm hungry and I'm acting up and I need me a hefty grilled cheese immediately. Please feed me, Daddy. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. Thirsty.
All right. Well, we walking. You drinking?
I don't know.
Because I feel like once we put the car down, we should leave the car.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
So we're walking for a little bit.
Because I'm pretty sure, I think all of Norfolk downtown is pretty walkable.
Yeah, and it's like that big. Anyway, girl, I'll see when we get there. Okay, girl, we made it downtown. And when I tell you it is a war zone out here, baby, they are towing cars all up and down the street. They got hella tow cars out here and the tow men are hustling. So if you parked in downtown Norfolk and you didn't know it was parade today, you got your car towed, I'm so sorry. But look at this. This should make you feel a little better. This is Nauticus, the Naval Museum. I've never been over there, but I did have a girlfriend whose son had a field trip over here. And yeah, she says it's a whole aquarium in there. Y'all ready? All right, look at my girl in this wagon. We got our chairs. She got a cover. We got our drinks. I can't believe that I was gonna buy this wagon and just take it right back after Halloween.
We've said it for years now.
Look.
What? You see all those baits?
Yeah.
Dang, did we really have to walk all the way down? Oh, it's elevated right there. But what's that saying? Oh, I was gonna take this wagon back after Halloween. I'm so glad I did not though, because I have used this so many times. I think just this week I used it like 4 times. Anyway, child, we're not going to the Grilled Cheese Bistro. We passed that on the way, and I should have known that it was gonna be like probably one of the hottest spots down here. They look, and it's small. It is good. So if you come out here on the weekday, like go. But it is super small. But yeah, since it's so small and there's so many people, the wait is probably an hour or so, and I'm not having it. I'm not doing it. So I think we're just gonna find a Mexican spot along the way, get some grub, and then go get our spot for the parade, because we already passed people who are already sitting on the street, and the thing don't even start till like 7 o'clock. It's only, what time is it? Come on. It's only 4:22 now. They serious about their parades around here.
Dude, look at it.
Noah, what do you think about this establishment? What do you think about this restaurant? Do you like it or you don't like it? You like it? It's cool in here. Now, we were walking to a Mexican restaurant. However, it was like almost 2 miles away. It was gonna take us 40 minutes to get there. It just wasn't time effective. Child, we're at Freemason Abbey Brewery, downtown pub and watering hole. It smelled like a retirement home in here. And they serve boar medallions and venison and rabbit and rattlesnake sausage. I don't have anything to give. Oh, yes, I do.
Thank y'all for coming with me this evening.
Thanks for hurrying back to us. And they're looking at us funny, and I don't like it. Tell me you didn't pick up vibes from the waiter.
Yeah, I did.
He's weird. All right, Joan got a burger. Me and Jake got crab dip. I got a Caesar, and then we got 2 orders of bang bang shrimp, and we about to devour this. All right, friend, we done at the restaurant. Our waiter stopped acting funny, and the food was pretty good, so I'm happy that we did that. We're on the block now. It's 6 o'clock. We got a whole hour, but
All cozy and bright all year long. Learn more.
we're all set up. Junie's got her cotton candy, and we just here. All right, girl, it is Monday. This has been the longest vlog. I had not anticipated it going this long, but child, things just kept happening. Life just kept happening, and y'all seen what happened at the end of that. But the parade was really good. I didn't get the ending. We left because Noah had fallen asleep, and Santa was at the end, and we had just been out there downtown too long. It was absolutely freezing. So, you know, it's only the end of November, though. Thanksgiving is not even upon us yet. And should have many more chances to see Santa and let him know what she expects up under their tree this year. I'm actually headed out. I'm headed to an appointment, so I got to wrap it up here, girl. Thank you so much for joining me on another installment of the Diligent Mom Diaries, and I'll talk to you soon, sis. Bye.